How's it going, YouTube? I know it's been a minute. But this is going to be on a new thing that Schneider has going on. And a little update about how after the repair and trying to get out of the hole here. But let's talk about Schneider. They got this new thing that they have going on where the computer automatically updates your ETA every 15 minutes. That's right. Every 15 minutes you have to get up here and say hi. Come here. Come here. Say hi. Look here. Look. Max, every 15 minutes you have to stop and you have to check your ETA to make sure that you're not being screwed. We almost got screwed out of a load this morning. I had an all-day delivery, and the load that I'm getting is not picking up until tomorrow. But with the ETA being pushed out, well, this computer, first the ETA was, hold on, buddy. First the ETA was 2:38 this morning, which I ain't getting up that early. And then it changed it. No, sorry, it was 12. It was 38 this morning. Then it was 2:45 this morning. Then it was 8:45, and then it was 10:45. And when I called in, I was like, "Hey, wait a minute, why is this? I didn't put this ETA in here like this. My ETA that I put in was, this time here." Oh, well, that's a new system that Schneider's doing. And here's the excuse they give me. I'm like, well, I told them right straight up. I said, well, that's stupid. That really is. You have to stop every 15 minutes to check your ETA to make sure it's all right, because the computer knows you more than knows when you're going to be there more than you are. No, that's screwed up. I don't know about anybody else, but I didn't come here to be held back by a dang computer. Every 15 minutes, I got to pull over to make sure that it didn't put me for an earlier time, because their excuse is that the computer will look at the weather patterns, traffic patterns, road conditions, if there's a squirrel crossing the road, whatever. It looks at all that, and then it says that you should be able to make it there quicker than what you told them the first time. I don't see how that's even possible. We had a load, and it did it to me, and I didn't know what it was at all. I had a load, and I had it set for 4 o'clock in the afternoon because it was an all-day appointment. So by the time I got up and ran, I knew I'd be there by at least 4. I knew I'd be there before 4, but I'm always like to give myself a little extra time. Well, for some reason, this computer had me being there at 12. And then you get that message. Why were you late? I wasn't late. I told you I'd be here at 4. And I'm here at 1 minute of 2. So, that to me it doesn't make no sense that the computer does not know. A computer is stupid. I don't care. The computer crashes. It gets glitches. It's not worth. It's not worth its money in gold. I'm telling you right now. I have this Qualcomm here. A big pile of crap. I've been asking for a new one for last year, but I never got one. It just freezes right in the middle of you doing stuff. I was doing my 15, it froze. I was doing my post trip, and it froze. Literally just froze, and it was down for 2 hours. It froze for 2 hours, and when I called logs, they're like, "Well, there's nothing we can do about it. You're gonna have to get with tech." You call tech, and they're like, "Well, it's not throwing a code, so we're not going to get you a new one." Well, that makes no sense. What if DOT wants to see my hours and the thing's froze? Now all of a sudden I'm in violation because I don't know exactly what I have for hours anymore. You know what I'm saying? So this new ETA system that they have, and the reason why they're doing this, I asked them. I said, "Well, what's the reason? Why would you guys do something like this for?" And this is what my BOA said, exactly word to word out of his mouth. Because 85% of the ICs are always late. like, wow, that's just messed up right there. I mean, I don't understand that at all. So you're telling me, oh, excuse me, you're telling me that everybody has to suffer because of some bad apples. That's the way I look at it. But so now they have that going on, and they're gonna be. He told me they're gonna be doing some more stuff too. So it's just one of those things where they got a control of you. They got you right by the neck. There's nothing you can do. I mean, there's stuff you can do. You can just get the hell out of here. I mean, I know the comments are gonna burst up with, you know, the big orange being the glitterest company in the world and all this other stuff. But you guys gotta understand, you're not here. You know, the drivers that are here, yes, but the ones that ain't, you gotta understand, nothing is the way it was. Everything has changed. So, like when my truck was down in the shop, everything got turned off. Everything, my Qualcomm, my login, my fuel card, everything was turned off, as if I was never even an employee here. So when I called in to find out about that, they're like, "Oh, well, yeah, if you're down for more than a week, we shut everything off." I'm like, "Well, that's kind of stupid. You guys knew I was in the shop, broke down." Well, yeah, but you were in the shop for 10 days. We didn't know where you were exactly. I was like, "Oh, come on. You got the Qualcomm. You can ping the Qualcomm. It pops on every now and then. So there's no way you can't tell me you didn't know where I was or if I was still here at Schneider." That made no sense at all. But you know, that's here nor there. But yeah, that's mainly what it is. You know, that new ETA autocorrect every 15 minutes. I'm sorry, I just don't see how an auto update is even going to be worth it. I mean, seriously. I mean, come on now. You're telling me that they say do not park on the shoulder, do not park on the on-ramp or an off-ramp. Find a safe location. So you have to find a safe location every 15 minutes to make sure your time doesn't get screwed up. I mean, to me, that doesn't make no sense. Oh my God, I'm quick tight. For some reason, Schneider called the wrong driver this morning at 5 o'clock this morning, so I've been up since 5 because I couldn't go back to sleep. Thank God my load doesn't pick up until tomorrow. But yeah, they called the wrong driver on accident, and I forgot to shut my dang phone off. I don't know why I didn't shut it off, but I forgot to. Hey, stop doing your nails. Wait, tell you about that. You want the toy? You want that? Oh, hold on a minute, guys. Each doing his toenails. You want that? That's what I thought. You leave your toenails alone. I mean it. He grooms himself. So I got this little thing here to groom myself, and he does not like it at all. He does not. I mean, his nails, he's making them too sharp. You know, they hurt like crazy. Okay. So anyways, so I'm sitting on my bed. I'm not on my table. I just figured I just wasn't in the mood for last week to put my table up. I mean, my bed up. I was so worn out. I pushed hard and grabbed tight appointments just so I could make a decent paycheck this week, which is pretty good. From not making nothing for the last 2 weeks, this right here is not really too bad. I know for a lot of people, they're going to be like, "Oh, you know, that's stupid. You don't know how to run your business, blah, blah, blah." But after being in the shop and eating up all my funds, because some of the stuff that got done, it's okay, got done, I had to pay out of pocket because it wasn't under warranty. And if you call that MMA people after dark, then they charge you money. So me and my wife just said, you know, we'll just do it. Just do whatever we got to do to get out of here. You know, we need to get out of here. You know, because we spent way too much money. I've never spent that much money in a long time. But you know, hey, that's trucking. Your truck breaks down. You know, you got Snow Lord, he broke down. You got Anthony Blackbeard, he broke down. He broke down worse than I'll ever. Man, thank God he's getting back on the road, because that was bad. So my next project is to get complete oil change, greasing, and I'm gonna have them check the differential just to make sure there's oil in it. I'm gonna have them check everything. I'm gonna, you know, for the $500 they should. I'm not going to the TA anymore. We're gonna give the pilot shop, not the Bosselman, because I mean the was it Bossman, Bosman, or whatever it's called there. Those people, boy, man, my brand new rims were all scratched up. They didn't, when they took it off and they rolled it to take the tire off the rim, they didn't put it on a mat, right on the concrete, so the rims are just, I don't know if there's any way of getting them scratches out of it or not, but it looks disgusting when you get them, you know, get them all washed and stuff. But we're gonna see if there's any way of getting that done. Let's see. So yeah, I got to get the oil change done and everything. I had them check the brakes. The brakes are fine. They're not as bad as Provost, but they squeal. They've been squealing since I owned it. I found out that the passenger side brake caliper, now this has never been changed. You know, I've never changed them yet. But the passenger side was so tight that when you put the brakes on, it would pull. So they loosened that up and got that adjusted right, but it still squeals. There's nothing you can do, I guess, about the squealing until, I don't know if you can probably just go out and buy all new brakes and drums and, you know, get the whole spring kit and just put all new brakes on it, I guess. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of, which would be, you know, I don't need to do it yet because it's only got 149,000 miles on it, so. But besides that, everything's been going all right. Just been working. Oh shit, I'm so tired. This week, the average, the lowest load that I had to take to go was $1.47. This one right here is just a, you know, a little scopping, a little freaking little jump over to Indiana, so it's paying like $2.20, I believe. Let me see. Let me see what we got here. All right, so I'm picking up in Bettendorf going to Anderson. It's paying $2.10 a mile, so that's not too bad right there. It's a one-day run. It gives me my daily expenses, so times, what did my wife say? I think times 2 or times 3, something like that. 3 days worth of expenses for one trip. So good. So we're trying to figure out routes we want to go. Mostly everything's going to Pennsylvania. Oh shit! And they're paying less than this one here. They're paying less than I had to pay to come up to here. Indiana to York, Pennsylvania was only paying $800. I think it was like $1.05 a mile or $1 a mile, something like that. I can't quite remember. I know it wasn't that much of money. I think I'm trying to remember now what it said. But anyway, so yeah, so that's what we're doing. Just sitting here. I'm in the rest area on 80. I didn't want to park at the truck stop, so I just drove up. I'm only 13 miles away from my pickup, so I'll get up over there in the morning, grab it, you know, haul over there to Indiana, drop it, and hopefully be able to get another one. But I just figured I'd check in with you guys. I know that I haven't been doing videos, and I'm sorry about that. Well, buddy. What? Are you hungry? Huh? Are you hungry? I think Max Rue's hungry. You see him in the corner? Yeah, I think he's getting hungry. But he just ate, but we're trying to slow down on the food consumption. But so I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. It's almost 16 minutes. I don't want to waste too much of you guys' time. I tried to put my airlines on, and for some reason the yeah, I can't even think of the word now. Shoot, I'm drawing a blank. Wow. Anyway, I tried hooking it up, but the piece that's on there is just, it doesn't fit the new airline, so I got to go out and buy all new of those. What the hell are they called? Damn it, I can't remember the name. I'm drawing a freaking blank. But anyway, so yeah, so I tried doing that. I had everything out, all the videos, the camera out and everything, and then getting ready to do it, and I just figured I'd get one loosened and get it off and get it on the new one, and then that way I could do the other one. It would make it easier to have it, and that way I could have it all, you know, put it on right there in front of everybody, you know, and make it easier. But I couldn't, you know, it took it off, and it's too small for some reason. So I gotta go out and buy some real ones. But besides that, like I said, there really ain't too much going on. I just wanted to check in with everybody. I try to do some videos and stuff of the week after I got out of the shop, but you know, it's when you you know, when you hear about other drivers having it worse than you, I said, no, I ain't gonna put out a video, because I mean, mine was all under warranty. I just had to pay out of pocket for the hotel and the taxi and, you know, stuff like that, you know. Yeah, I missed 2 weeks worth of paycheck, but not as bad as, you know, some drivers are. So I said, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna, you know, come out wah. So, you know, missing 2 weeks of pay, you can get that built up, you know. So, you know, you get back on it. It'll take me a little bit. I've been down. I can bounce back up again. So anyways, so I guess, see, I already went on 2 minutes. That's what my wife says. When you say you're gonna do something, you've got to do it. If you say you're gonna stop talking, stop talking. Because, oh, she don't like that. I'm like, oh, I gotta let you go, and then all of a sudden, boom, it turns into a figure in half an hour later. But anyways, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you guys go. Like I said, I just wanted to give it a quick check-in. So, like I said, anything's possible as long as you put your heart and your mind to it. It can succeed at anything. So, be safe out there, and have a nice night.